What's going on, everybody? We are here at the beautiful Korean Friendship Bell here in San Pedro, Los Angeles, California. I had to come inside the car to finish this video because it just was too windy outside. My name is Isiah Greene, and I'm the author of Essential, Diary of a Public Transit Bus Operator. This project means a lot to me. It's more than just a book. It's 12 years of my life behind the wheel, written during one of the most unpredictable times in history. It will be released in 2 volumes. Yes, 2 volumes. Stick around to the end. I'll be sharing the official release date for Volume 1. I'm from Los Angeles, California, born and raised. I grew up in South Central, or what they call now South LA, the politically correct term that they use now. I grew up in the 90062, to be exact. That neighborhood shaped who I am. Everything I've seen and experienced there plays a part in the stories that I tell in this diary. So I started writing a diary for 3 main reasons. So the first reason was just COVID alone. Nobody knew what the future was going to look like at that moment in time when that happened. Nobody even knew what normal was going to mean anymore from that moment forward. I figured that was the perfect time to document what was happening, especially as someone that was considered an essential worker, and me being on public transit, driving public transit and being on city streets. I figured that was the perfect time to start documenting that. So the second reason was anxiety. Yes, I was dealing with severe anxiety. I had never experienced nothing like that before. As the years went on, the job started weighing on me heavy. Sunday nights before going back to work, it felt like a dark cloud hanging over me. It got so bad one day, I drove myself to the ER. I was on my way to work. I was halfway there, and I felt a chest pain that I'd never felt before. I'm thinking, man, I'm about to die. I'm having a heart attack. I don't know what this is. Turned out it was anxiety. When I got to the ER, they ran their tests and things of that nature. I was fine. But that's what it was. It was anxiety. And as time started going, to cope with the anxiety that I was experiencing, I started drinking. And I had hit rock bottom drinking. I thought to myself, damn, how did I get here? I felt terrible. And I wanted to make a change with that. I didn't want to continue to drink and make bad choices based off of, what I was dealing with. Or because I didn't know how to handle my emotions. So what I started doing, that's, what allowed me to start writing. That was my way of releasing stress. So that's the second reason why. And the third reason was because I just was done. I didn't want to have nothing to do with it anymore. I knew deep down inside I was at the end of the road with public transit altogether. It wasn't what I expected it to be anymore. I wanted more for myself, and I realized I had to start making changes mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But I was done. I don't want to have nothing to do with public transit no more. I didn't want to do it no more. This diary is raw and unfiltered. It's an honest account of what I went through during my final years as a public transit bus operator with the MTA here in LA. I wrote about everything: the tough shifts, the passengers, the burnout, the job politics, the random chaos that comes with the job, and of course, the pandemic itself. It's not sugarcoated. It's not glamorized. It's just real life, exactly how I experienced it. So I called it essential for a few reasons. One being that during the pandemic, we were labeled as essential workers. I was a public transit bus operator. I was considered one of many essential workers at that moment in time. Second reason, I felt it was essential for people to understand what we go through daily as bus operators. The pressure, the risk, the emotions that come with keeping the city of LA moving. And the third, it was essential for me personally to start treating myself better, to learn to release stress in a more healthy way and channel what I was feeling into something positive. Excuse the background, the sun started creeping in, so I had to improvise as best as I could. But I split it into 2 volumes because it was over 700 pages. Yes, 700 pages. So this is what I would do. Every day at work, when we sign on, they would give us what you call a paddle. So a paddle is your assignment sheet. So it had your badge number on it. It had the route, the line that you was doing, the number of the line that you was doing, and how many trips you had to do. So on the back of that, I would write down my journal entry for the day as the day went on. So from that, I would take that, then I would bring it home, type it onto a notepad. Then when it was all said and done, when I got everything from the time I started writing to the time I left, and I copied and pasted everything onto Microsoft Word, I formatted it into a book, a 6x9, and it became 700 pages. So I said, would I want anybody walking around with a 700-page book? Would I walk around with a 700-page book? And I was like, no, I wouldn't. So I split it into 2 volumes. So volume 1, it covers the early part of the pandemic, the beginning of uncertainty, the protests, the chaos. Volume 2 covers the burnout. It dives more into the mental toll it started to take on me, and the road that led to me, finally leaving. So yeah, so that's why I split it into 2 volumes. You'll be able to find it on Amazon, Ingram Spark, and wherever books are sold. Are you guys ready? Essential, Volume 1 will be released on February 20th, 2026. February 20th, 2026. Volume 2 will follow a few months later, likely early to mid-summer. I want Volume 1 to have its moment before the next one rolls out. So February 20th, 2026, Essential, Volume 1 will be released. You can find me at www.newgreenera.com. The word green has an E at the end. The color green, it has an E at the end. That's my last name, newgreenera.com. I'll place the link in the bio. I'll also have my socials there as well. I want people to have a better understanding that every person in that uniform has a story. We deal with things that most people never see or think about. If you ride public transit, or even if you don't, I want you to see the human side of the person driving that bus. Because behind every uniform, there's life, there's stress, there's heart, and there's purpose. Just that I'm grateful to be telling my story. This diary isn't about perfection, it's about honesty. It's for anyone who's ever felt burnt out, overlooked, or pushed to their limits. Thank you for all the support. And again, Essential, Diary of a Public Transit Bus Operator, will be released on February 20th, 2026. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.